Hey guys, Blessing here. I believe there are already some people watching. Let me see. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. This is a live stream. So, in case you notice some delays or lapses or interruptions here and there, please bear with me. It's going to go over within a few seconds. I want to thank those of you who were already waiting. I saw Money Ego Danger and I saw Blessing Eniaro. Thank you so much. We were supposed to go live yesterday, but we had technical issues that have now been resolved. And that is why I titled this, The Show Must Go On. No matter what happens, we have to kick it going. So let me see. I just walked up the stairs, so I'm panting more or less for breath. So let's just get right into it. All right, guys. So if you're ready for this video, please type something. Hello, Njoh. Beauty do deal, which means beauty of God or God's beauty. Good evening to you. Good evening and welcome to everybody. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up before we start. Also share the video within your community on YouTube, WhatsApp, Viber. Facebook, and wherever you usually share your videos. If you're ready for this one, please type yes. Type yes, because I have a lot in stock for us today. I have a lot in stock, so I need your interactions. I need your comments. I need to hear what you guys think. Yeah. So where should we start? I think we should just start with, we are going to start from somewhere. Yeah. We're going to start from somewhere because I believe most of the people here today already kind of know what's up. So I'm not going to be summarizing too much, but we know that recently someone just died. Yeah, a man just died. I believe he was based in Italy. So he died while he was, well, gossiping, while he was talking passionately about someone else's matter. I want to first of all say that may his soul rest in peace. Condolences to his family. And I also want to beseech each and every one of us to please respect the dead and show some respect. Just basically, like, it's very, very unfortunate that he passed away the way that he passed away at the time that he passed away. That is not the way anyone wants to leave this world, but it happened to him, which is quite unfortunate. But may his soul rest in peace. Okay, so well, after that incident, so Monica did a video, celebrating, and let's just watch.
Mona Siao. He say,
Oh, by the way, so I am not going to be analyzing the celebration. Well, if I get comments about it, yes, I will talk about it if people want to know what I think about it, because I've seen comments on Facebook telling me, Blessing, why don't you talk about the fact that people are celebrating that someone died? But that is not what this video is about. But this video is about what happened after the man died. So now it looks like we have an update on the legal case between Monica and Lolo. So really, pardon me if it looks like I'm jumping from here to there, but I want to really believe that many of you know what's up. So we are just going to be analyzing each clip. Yeah, just follow through and let's see what Monica has to say about the impending court case against Lolo.
Mona Siao. He say, we have received the email below from Golden and Thompson Solicitor. Come and see you. Their lawyer is negotiating. It will be on live video. We go to tell now another thing. Please give us some time to come up with some. You must go that court. You must go. You go.
Okay, so here Monica says that Lolo's solicitor is negotiating. And of course, we know that Lolo got her money. She got enough money to be able to pay her solicitor to respond to Monica's solicitor. Yeah. And well, she has, I don't think she really did a video to tell, well, should I say that wrongly? Or, well, I'm not sure if she did a video to inform her viewers that she already sent a letter before Monica did this video, but apparently she has sent the letter to Monica. So it looks like Monica is saying here that Lolo's solicitor is negotiating. So she didn't give details. And that is a problem with, just dropping hints here and there, because we really can't do much with it. Without details, what are we going to do? Okay, they are negotiating about what? That is not clear. And she also said that Lolo's solicitor asked for some time. Like she asked for more time, or the solicitor asked for more time. And I'm like, more time to do what? I thought Lolo already told us what she was going to instruct her solicitor to deliver to Monica. She wanted her solicitor to say, look, after this letter, don't expect any more letters from us. This is the last one we're writing. We don't have time for this. If you want to go to court, go ahead, take the case to court. We are not paying you anything. I'm not succumbing to your conditions. I'm not going to respond any longer. This is the last letter. We've tried. Go to court if you want to go to. So that's what she told the viewers that she was going to tell Monica. So this kind of like surprised, I believe, a lot of people to hear that Lolo solicitor is asking for more time. And I'm like, more time for what? Like, what is really happening? So it's a bit confusing that we are hearing one thing from Lolo and another thing from Monica. Let's listen further.
Imagine case will never reach court, you don't take out to 3 lawyer. Case never go court. Me, I still get my one solicitor. Your own, every letter is different solicitor. Why are they rejecting you? I'm betting. Oh, now mama one at the support. He go take solicitor, another one. Case me say call.
Okay, this is another very, controversial one. Monica claims here that Lolo has taken up to 3 lawyers, or rather solicitors. And I'm like, that cannot be correct. It cannot really fully be correct. I don't know, because we know that only 2 letters have gone back and forth between Lolo and Monica. Monica sent 2 letters and Lolo responded with 2 letters. So how can you have 3 solicitors write 2 letters? I'm not understanding, unless they are in some kind of fusion together. So she's like, this is the 3rd lawyer. You don't take up to 3 lawyers. You don't go take another solicitor. And I'm like, but only 2 letters. Like, you guys should help me out. Just drop your comments. I'm going to read comments very soon. You guys should help me out if I missed something. So the first letter arrived on Lolo's birthday. We all saw that. And then Lolo responded saying that, una case no hold water. We can't do anything with this. Then Monica's solicitor also wrote another one. That's the 2nd one. And I believe the last one, that, oh, you guys are you're not even empathetic with my client. She's going through distress and you guys are just, So, and then Lola said she was going to tell her solicitor to write certain things that I already mentioned. So that was supposed to be like the 2nd letter. So even if Lolo had changed solicitors, then she would have 2. One that wrote the first one and the other one that wrote the 2nd one. So how come we are talking about 3 solicitors here? Did Lolo send 3 letters? Not that I know of. If any of you know of a 3rd letter, please let us know. And if it's also possible for 3 solicitors to write 2 letters, also go ahead and drop your comments. Let us know about that. But I have no idea what is going on here. And I believe Monica kind of like concluded that based on the letterhead, because she mentioned the name of the solicitor that wrote this last letter. And I believe that's Gordon and Thompson. I looked up that solicitor. I looked them up. They're in London, and I have some information about them. I want to do that one in a separate video. I'm not going to contaminate this video with that information, but yeah, I have another video coming up about that solicitor, Gordon and Thompson in London. Yes, and I also, well, no, that's another one. Okay, so probably the solicitor that sent the 2nd letter to Monica is different from the one that sent the 1st letter. Maybe going by the letterhead or the name of the solicitor, you'd know. I don't mean the name of the person who signed the letter, because sometimes within a company, maybe they have 4 lawyers within a company. One can do 1 letter and maybe he goes on vacation. Another lawyer can take over the case. So that one is very possible. But when it's a different company, a different chamber sending the letters, that means there is something critically wrong somewhere. So we still need information about that, but we are going to hear Lolo's side of the story in a jiffy.
Show evidence that change lawyer. You don't receive the letter. The letter is on the way. You never receive her. I don't tell you if you never hear to the morning, I go tell and say, Lolo say, if the letter reach in hand, and if you no read down, me, no guy, I shall read it for her with the letter heading, the name of everything. When I reason the matter, how she tell no say I changing lawyer. They don't write letter with a different letter heading. They don't write you letter with a different lawyer.
Okay, before I talk about what Lolo just said, we heard Monica in that previous video saying that you must go court. So we can actually take that as a confirmation that this case is going to end up in court. And I'm kind of like navigating towards the fact that that might actually be a positive thing, in the sense that this whole case between Lolo and Monica has gone haywire. Like, it's beyond anyone's control right now. You guys can totally agree with me. Initially, I would be like, a court case in a saga. But now, especially with what I've seen this week come up again with that DNA thingy, I'm like, a human being, a blogger, an analyst, how do you say that? A live video presenter, an elder. Nobody can put an end to this madness. Let the law take its course. Maybe only a judge can really put an end to it. Because if you don't follow what the judge instructs or decides, there are repercussions. And I'm sure neither of them would want to face those repercussions. So I'm thinking that as long as both of them have said, okay, we are not letting go, then let a higher power, which is the court of law, let that higher power take the final say, or have the final say. So I think it might not actually be a bad thing that this case will end up in court. Do you guys understand the twist or the change? It's not really even a change, but initially you'd be like, why person would they go court because of saga? But this one, if you have been looking around Facebook this week or in the past few days, you'd know that this one, it don't pass saga. This one don't enter another level. I don't think there is any other saga on social media right now within the Nigerian community that is as grievous as this one. If there is, drop those comments. Let me know. Just mention the names. Even if they are Yoruba people, they are Igbo people, it doesn't matter. Just drop their names. Let me go check them out and see if truly there is any other saga on Facebook that is more serious than this one that we are talking about today. Before I go on with the next clip, I want to ask you guys to go ahead, give this video a thumbs up if you like it already. But if you don't like it, also give it a thumbs down. It is going to give me an idea of what people think. Share your comments. If there is anything I'm saying that you feel like, this one is not correct, go ahead and write your thoughts and your opinions. Let me know, because I'm going to be reading comments in
it's a case. They can't tell person, say, where do you want a wicked? And no, I want my justice. I want my justice. I want my justice.
All right. So there she is, also explaining why, why this thing really has to go to court. Like, she wants justice. And you guys probably have seen this picture online this week already. This one, it has surfaced again online. It kind of like disappeared for a while, and it came back again in the last 2 days. I had to cover their faces because it's just madness now. Right now, it's no longer saga. This one, it don't enter wizardry, witchcrafty. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. So I can understand that she's saying, look, I want justice. Like, help. Like, do you understand? Okay. So now I asked the question on Facebook. Like, I saw some videos and I was like, when I listen to Lolo's video, and look, I've always maintained, and I'm still going to stick to my word, that you cannot tell people how to spend their money. You cannot tell people who to donate to. You cannot tell people, that they are wasting their money. Of course, it's your opinion. If you feel they are wasting their money, it's your opinion, and you have every single right to share and air your opinion, but you cannot actually tell them, make una no donate. Like, seriously, they work for their money. They decide what they do with it. If they want to throw it on the street, by all means. But I am very opinionated. You guys know that already. So my opinion in this, I'm going to share with you, is or does Lolo deserve to be donated to for this court case? And I'm really going to give you guys my opinion. And my opinion is not to push anyone in any direction. If you want to donate, go ahead and donate. But do I think that person you're donating to deserves it? I'm going to give you a yes or no answer. But before you hear my answer, you guys should go ahead, drop your opinions. Let me know if you think she deserves it, even before we listen to her talk, before we listen to her videos, because I am going to tell you what I think after we've heard her video or her words. So I'm going to tell you what I think, but before then, go ahead, take this second, take this moment, and just write yes or no. Does she deserve it? If you think she deserves it, write yes. Does she deserve it? If you think she doesn't deserve it, write no. Yes? Okay. Keep it very honest. Don't say yes or no out of hate. Don't do it. Just be honest based on everything that you have seen so far, because that is like, I take all my videos case by case. I wouldn't judge based on what someone said about something else. I'll judge based on what is happening now. That is why my videos can fall in your favor today and tomorrow, because there is no emotional attachment anywhere. We just say it based on what we see at that point in time. So let us just watch a few clips.
I came to Europe, I saw it that this is my life. Whatever country I end up in, it's my life. There is nothing like I'm going back to Africa to go. It's not there. Stop deceiving people. Stop deceiving yourself. Haven't you seen a 60 years old woman in your working place? Maybe you've not reached there. Why are they not going back home? Or do you want to tell me, Lolo, all my years abroad, if I was determined to build a house in Nigeria, I wouldn't have been able? Of course I will. But it's a conscious decision not to do it, because I know there is nothing there.
All right. Let me quickly put up that picture. This one. The show must go on. Okay, before I talk about that video we just watched, which I'm going to play again before I talk about it, let me quickly talk about the last video Lolo did, talking about, or rather refuting and disputing what Monica said about her changing lawyer. She said she did not. So how did Monica come about? You don't change lawyer 3 times. And Lolo also said she is ready to read the letter that her solicitor sent to Monica, that she didn't change solicitors, and that the letter is on the way, that Monica hasn't even received the letter. And I'm like, how do you know? Is it not an email they send? At least they send emails to Lolo. She has said it severally. So I want to assume they also send emails to Monica. I really don't know. Maybe they send it by post. But Lolo is saying that the letter is still on the way. So whatever that means, she said that she is going to read it out, which for me, I've always maintained that is the way to go. You want people to take your word for it. You want to be trustworthy. You want people to believe you. You want to sound credible. You really have to show proof. We have seen so much and heard so much here on social media that they just end up being lies. Like, people don't even believe anything anymore. If you don't come forward with proof, you're just talking, because no one can buy bread with it. So Monica saying that Lolo changed solicitors, nobody can take that one to the shop. Like, seriously, it's just someone talking. Of course, her fans would believe her. They'll feel like, why would she lie? But the vast majority of the public are feeling like, okay, you just the talk. But the one that comes forward with proof is the one people are really going to listen to at the end of the day. And that is the one that is really going to get that favor from the public. So if Lolo is stepping forward with proof that she still has the same solicitor right from the first letter to the second letter, way to go on that one. So let's listen to what we just listened to right now. I hope you guys are dropping your comments, by the way.
I came to Europe, I saw it that this is my life. whatever country I end up in, it's my life. There is nothing like I'm going back to Africa to go. It's not there. Stop deceiving people. Stop deceiving yourself. Haven't you seen a 60 years old woman in your working place? Maybe you've not reached there. Why are they not going back home? Or do you want to tell me, Lolo, all my years abroad, if I was determined to build a house in Nigeria, I wouldn't have been able? Of course I will. But it's a conscious decision not to do it because I know there is nothing there.
Okay, then let me quickly summarize what this is all about. So Lolo did this video the other day, and that is the video that kind of like inspired my video today to ask the question: does this woman saying all these things deserve people's money? We are going to listen to more, but this video is about Lolo saying that if you don't have European Union citizenship, look, to just put it lightly, you're worthless. That is to just put it simply and friendly and just to keep it really decent. She didn't use the word worthless, but that is the interpretation. That is the message she was conveying. She said it with different examples, which you guys are going to listen to. But if I were to tell someone within the same intellectual capacity as with me, I would just say, okay, the woman just said that if you don't have a European Union passport, you are worthless. Yeah. So in this one we just listened to, she said, this is my life. Any country I go to, I settle in, that is my life. Don't deceive yourself. There is nothing like going back to Africa. Why are you deceiving yourself? And I'm like, okay, let's take a break before we get too excited. So the fact that you have decided that this is your life in Europe doesn't mean that this is everyone else's life in Europe. It is your opinion. It is your choice. It is perfectly fine. But saying that, why are you deceiving yourself? Telling people, why are you guys deceiving yourself? There is nothing like going back to Africa. Why are you deceiving yourselves? That is already taking it over and beyond. Because now you are addressing the public. And why this also matters is that the public that you are addressing is the same public that you should be accountable to, because you demand something from them regularly, on a regular basis. They are funding your legal case at the moment. Okay. So I felt like, okay, this was supposed to actually be a motivational message according to Lolo. Okay. That is what she understands by motivation. And then she also gave the example of, when I know they see 60-year-old women, or I know they see them for a working place or whatsoever. Why are they not going back to Africa? And I'm like, what an excuse. Okay, so you see old people at your place of work still working, immigrants, not just old, like Africans who migrated to the UK, and they are working there and they are over 60. And you are asking, why are they not going back? And I'm like, what kind of comparison is that? Do you know their background? Do you know if they are still going to go back in 5 years? So because they are not going back, then there has to be something good about them not going back. Then you don't go back. And other people who choose to go back are deceiving themselves, according to what we just listened to. And Lola also said that if she was determined to build a house back home in Nigeria, do you guys think that I would not have been able to do so after all my years in Europe or abroad? And that is a question she kind of like posed to you guys to answer. Do you think, if to say I want build house for Nigeria, you think say I know feed one after all my years? Of course I can do it. That's what she said. It's a personal choice not to do it. And I'm like, fine and good. That could be true. Why not? Some people choose, no, why would I go and build a house in Nigeria when I don't even go there sometimes in 3 years? It's a waste. It could be a very valid decision to make. But I'm feeling like, okay, the same Europe now that you are promoting and saying this is your life here, why haven't you also bought a house in Europe? Since this is your life, So you also just chose not to buy a house. At least we still see people who live in Europe, even not even up to 10 years, they are able to purchase a house, for example. So we are giving examples here. If we want to just say things based on, I don't have it, so let me use that as an excuse, people see these things, people read through these things. Yeah. So, and the reason I'm saying this is I have watched many videos by Lolo. She is going to bash you if you don't have what she has. If she has a license and you don't have it, you're worthless. If she has a car, you don't have it, you're worthless in her eyes from the words of her mouth. If she has a Dutch passport or a European Union passport and you don't have it, you're worthless. And I'm looking at Lolo now, and I know that one day, if God blesses her and she's able to buy a house, I know 100% that she's going to come on live video and also say that, Una, where did this Europe so many years? Una, no fee buy house. You guys are going to be worthless also. The reason she's not adding that is because she doesn't have it at the moment. And for me, look, I'm very critical in my analysis. You guys know, I think deeper than what I hear. Yeah. Okay, let's just listen further before I talk too much.
When you get your document, you obey the law, and you walk through your passport, is the ultimate achievement you will ever get in this Europe. If you don't have money, money don't matter as long as you have that card, that booklet in your hand. The sky is the limit.
Well, I did. Okay, so here she says that document is the ultimate achievement. Look, if that is the way anyone understands what a passport means, by all means, like you cannot force people to believe otherwise. If someone feels like getting married is the ultimate achievement, that is what they feel, it should be respected. So if for her, having a European Union citizenship is the ultimate achievement, by all means, also should be respected. We are heading somewhere. We are heading to my question of, does this woman deserve to be donated to? And we are going to get there, but we have to take it one step at a time. But I would just quickly like to say that having a passport is not even an achievement. When God blesses you with something, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Thank God. Or you're lucky to have something. Yeah, it's not really an achievement. It is what you do with what you have that makes it an achievement. You having a passport and not doing anything with it is having a piece of paper at the end of the day. Yeah. And I totally understand that it looks like maybe this is one of the only things Lolo can actually show for all her years abroad. So she really has to showcase it and make it look like, oh my God, this is the greatest. If you don't have it, you never arrive. I do understand. If a woman is just, okay, the only thing she has is a child, she's going to promote that child, showcase that child, and praise that child and make it look like, I totally understand. And that is where all of this is coming from. I believe that, okay, I don't know. It also stems, I believe, from a place of low self-esteem to look at other people and think, oh my God, this one bought this house, this one built this house, this one has this investment, this business, but the only thing I have is a passport. So I have to highlight it. I have to, do you know what I mean? So that is what is happening here, but we have not landed. That is not where we are going to with this story. But of course, we have to continue to educate people. And I totally know that there are people who watched that video and thought, okay, madam, you're just talking out of your nose. Because she said, money don't matter. Those are the words she used. Money don't matter. And I'm like, hello? Give me something to choose. Tell me, choose between a passport and money. I'm going to go for, and most people will go for money. You know why? Because with money, you can get your passport. Does that make sense? If you have a passport and you don't have money because you think, oh, money doesn't matter, oh, I have my passport, you can do ish without passport. Without that passport, or rather, without money, With only that passport, you can't do anything without money. You just have that passport like a piece of paper in your hand. If you want to travel, you still need money to buy a ticket. If you want to go to, say, Australia with your European Union passport, you'd need to pay for a visa. Okay? So let's just continue to watch.
You that is taking social that is supposed to be loyal. You will not be loyal. Rather, you are the one coming to challenge Lolo. I'm not saying you should minimize yourself or you shouldn't be happy with yourself. No. But at least respect yourself. Get to where you are going first. Before you will see a passport holder, you'll be challenging the person. If you know you don't have passport, if you call my name, God will not forgive you. And I will not even answer you. Anybody who don't have passport, don't saga me. Show it. Lolo, I have passport and I have the right to saga you. Go ahead, my dear. It's no problem. You understand? But no, you don't have passport.
Okay, you guys. So I think we have finally arrived to where we are going to, and we are going to answer the question in a jiffy. Now, she started with, you're taking social. You're supposed to be loyal, but you won't on the carry shoulder with passport holder. That one already says that you're worthless if you don't have a passport and you want to come and be rubbing shoulders with me that owns a passport. I want to say clearly that a passport is not what determines your quality as a human being. It is your character, your personality that determines who you are as a human being, not the paper you're holding. We are going to get to the importance of having a European Union passport at the end of this video. I'm going to talk about that. I'm not sitting here to say it's not important. Hell no. But it's not the ultimate in life. It is not the ultimate in life. So for a so-called motivational speaker to sit there and say that because you're taking social welfare, you shouldn't even be talking when she's talking. This woman forgets, actually, or maybe she forgot that she used to be under social welfare. There was a time in her life, in most of us, there was a time in our lives that we were undocumented, that we had to apply either through asylum, through marriage, through student visa, whatsoever. There was a time in our lives. Lola wasn't born abroad, that all of a sudden she now has it. Was Lola worthless when she didn't have documents in Europe? Did she feel worthless? Did she see other people parading their documents and she felt like, oh my God, I have no worth? For her to now feel like she is superior than those people who don't have a European Union passport. It's a question. You guys should go ahead with the comments and answers. And she also said that if you don't have a passport, don't saga me. Don't even call my name. And that is where I'm going to kind of like lead you guys towards my answer if she really deserves anyone to donate to her. She said, don't call my name if you don't have a passport. I'm like, sis, if they shouldn't saga you when they don't have a passport, also tell members of the general public not to donate to you if they don't have passports. Why would you be taking money? Because you don't know the people who donated to you. I believe you don't know all of them personally. They are fans. They are organic lovers, as you've been saying. Less than 10 of them. But I don't think they reported to you that, oh, I have a passport, so I'm donating to you. You don't know if some of them are under social welfare. You don't know if some of them, I hope none of them is a refugee in a camp donating to you. I do hope so, because those ones serve their level, no even can't reach at all. We are still going to listen to that. Some of those people have just residence permits for maybe 1 year or 3 years. And you said those ones make Una no even talk to me at all. But why didn't you tell them? Those ones make Una no donate money to me at all. That is where we are going to. So if people are not worth rubbing shoulders with you because they don't have the kind of document that you have, why should they be worth donating to you when you need money? Talk about double standards. Talk about double standards, you guys. Humility is free of charge, and pride goes before downfall. This is just pride. You guys, I have no problem with proud people. Absolutely not. In fact, studies have shown, people have done research on proud people. They are actually some of the most successful people, cocky people, arrogant people. They really go far in most cases in life. But you know the difference between them and what we are listening to is that those people, they have the financial backbone to back up their pride. You can't be a proud beggar. It's either you're proud or you're a beggar. I said that in one of my previous videos. You can be both. You can be both. Both personalities are opposites. They don't match. They antagonize each other. You can't tell me, oh, I'm looking for a job, bro. I'm looking for a job. Help me, even to feed my family. Anything I will do. And I'll say, oh, that my toilet. Or I get neighbor wey need somebody, the neighbor sick. You fit dey help am within toilet, e go dey pay you something every week. Then you tell me, no, me I no fit do toilet. To any other one. Then you're not you're not hungry because you're adding pride to hunger. It's either you're proud or you are hungry. So when I like proud people, like you can be proud in a good way. Sometimes over self-confidence can be misinterpreted as pride. But those people, they have their shit together. They don't go looking for people to help them. But when you are that person who need people to help you, you don't have any right to look down on anybody, no matter what kind of job they have, no matter their level of education, no matter the kind of house they live in, no matter the kind of document they hold. You have no right because you need those people. So if you're better than them, you have a passport. Why? Like, am I making sense? You guys, am I talking to someone? Let me take a break. Let me have a sip of water. I don't want to choke. I don't want to choke for person matter. Okay. So that is where I felt like, okay, una fit give me money, but if una no get passport, make una no saga me. It's like me throwing a party and saying, now only Igbo people will come my party. If you be Yoruba, no come. If you be Bini, no come. If you be Shekiri, no come. Only Igbo people now I want for my party. But if you want spray me money or if you want give me birthday gift, then it no matter. Yoruba fit give me money. Ishekiri fit give me money. Hausa fit give me money. But they no fit come my party because they're no rich. You know they add up. You know just they work like that. That one are friends with benefit. Okay, you know they work. So I believe you guys already know the answer to my question of, is this person worth donating to? Does this person deserve to be donated to? Again, I have zero problems with proud people, like zero problem, but you should be able to cater for your business. Yeah, you can abuse people's position in life, social position, not even, their social, situation. You use it to talk down on them and still expect people to still come on now. Let's just listen further. I hope you guys helped me share this video. I hope you guys are giving it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I hope you're dropping your comments because we are going to also be analyzing comments very soon. So we are not only analyzing live video presenters, we are also analyzing commenters and comments. Yes?
If you know you don't have passport, if you call my name, God will not forgive you. And I will not even answer you. Anybody who don't have passport, don't saga me. And before you saga me, make sure you put that passport on the ground. Show me, Lolo, I have passport and I have the right to saga you. Go ahead, my dear. It's no problem. You understand? But no, you don't have passport. Even 5 years. The 5 years that can saga me, let me not make it too extreme. Indefinite 5 years. The worst people among it is Aduro. Aduro will just talk to me. I will just come here and cry if Aduro is such.
Okay. The worst people among them is Aduro people. Oh my God. So they are not human beings. Are you for real? Who are you motivating then? You're motivating millionaires and billionaires. Who are you motivating? If na Aduro people, na be the worst of them, so. Oh my God. That someone attaches so much importance to material things is just, I don't know. Sometimes I just watch videos and I'm thinking, this person doesn't even sound intelligent. I've heard this person say that una where they live for Europe 20 years, una still they do cleaning. And I know they shame and stuff like that. Like, I'm like, someone who is really intelligent will not make such utterances. How much more someone who says they are motivating other people? I think we should leave that motivational business to B&B. I think so. Because I know, maybe I'm also one of the problems we have here, because I've done many videos saying that, oh, Lolo, concentrate on your motivation. That is your niche. You can be doing saga and motivating. But I think I might have been wrong, because Lolo does better saga than motivation. She does a better job at saga than motivation. So maybe motivation was just a niche she chose, but maybe her calling, her true calling, might actually be saga. So it's like everyone has been pushing her to go back to motivation, but I don't think you guys are helping matters, because this video is supposed to be a motivational video to encourage people to get their passport, but it is so demeaning, so it makes you feel worthless if you're in that situation. Lolo used to be a refugee herself, and to say that refugee people are then even worse pass. They are also human beings. They are also human beings. And that doesn't mean they are going to be refugees forever. And them being refugees today doesn't take away the value that they carry, the dignity that they possess, their birthright. It doesn't take it away. It's just a process they are going through. So it doesn't make them less of a human being than someone who holds a passport that God blessed with a passport. It doesn't make them any less, not even a pint less. It doesn't. So anyone who even has this mentality is not even an intelligent person. Anyone who thinks that a cleaner is less of a person is not an intelligent person. And like, I feel like with all my education, with anyone who has really gone to school, you don't even look down on anyone in any social class. We have what is called hierarchy. I also said it in my last video that even hospitals need cleaners. Companies need cleaners. There are cleaners who are happy with their job. They go to their working place with so much vibrance, so much happiness, so much fulfillment. They love what they do. Even if they've been doing it for 15, 20 years, they are happy. They'll be like, I'd rather be a cleaner than be maybe a secretary, be carrying stress. I don't want stress. Let me just be doing this one. It's my safe place, comfort zone. Let me just do this one. They are happy. And it's good to encourage people who have the ambition to get out of cleaning. Many of us did cleaning jobs like years ago. Many people did, but some of us really felt like, okay, someday I want to do something else. But there are some people who are really okay with what they are doing. They are really comfortable with it. They are happy. They are not ashamed of what they are doing. So you saying after 20 years, you're still carrying mop, still changing mop, and then talking down on people, that is not the way to motivate. That is not the way to motivate, because it's going to make those people in those situations, well, those ones who are not secure with themselves, because if you're secure with yourself, it's not a social media presenter that is going to make you feel less of what you see in the mirror. What you think of yourself is what matters, not what some stranger that you don't even know how they live inside their house is going to tell you. Yes?
No Nigerian passport. What's in Nigerian passport? They fight for them. No, Nigerian passport. Oh. Nigerian passport is not. What's in the fight for them? Who is bringing Nigerian passport into this business? Now we in Nigeria. If we are in Nigeria, show your Nigerian passport in Nigeria. We are not in Nigeria. We are in Europe. It's European passport. Nigerian passport is not included. Oh, your Nigerian passport and day your day. Oh, your Nigerian passport and day your day. Your Nigerian passport, you want to come and talk to me.
All right. The question is, are we in Nigeria? That's what she asked. You guys, are we in Nigeria? Wait till they carry Nigerian passport, they drop and green passport. We did Nigeria. Wait one cause that one. You carry Nigerian passport, you don't come to talk to me. We are carry red passport. And I'm like, fine, it's true. We are in Europe. Yeah. That doesn't mean a Nigerian passport is worthless, but that is just being sentimental to say that. Because that passport saves sometimes an embarrassment, to be honest. But my question is, this lady right here has a Nigerian marriage certificate, a court wedding from Nigeria, not a European wedding certificate. We need to be talking balanced. Like, you can just be doing what favors you. That's why I said, once this lady buys a house, now we no buy a house, now don't enter one chance. So Madame has also a very, very essential document from Nigeria, a court wedding certificate, which they carry about. Are we in Nigeria? Why you they carry? Imagine someone now asking you now. Just put yourself. People don't put themselves in other people's shoes. That's why they can comfortably sit on live video and just say things to hurt other people. Imagine now a live video presenter now puts on their live video and says, "Lolo, we dey Nigeria, where they carry court wedding certificate from Benin, where they carry them about. Go bring European wedding certificate." Imagine that. But that's what you're doing. You're not even practicing what you're preaching. Because someone is carrying a Nigerian passport, you're saying, come out here. Are we in Nigeria? But you are carrying a Nigerian wedding certificate up and down. You are in Europe, madam. This is your life in Europe, madam. What are you still doing with a Nigerian wedding certificate? Let's be balanced in life. Let's be balanced in life. If we want to face Europe, let's face Europe. And there is nothing wrong in having a Nigerian certificate. There is nothing wrong in also having a Nigerian passport. But you don't talk to people on one side, but you're not looking at the other side that affects you. That is being imbalanced and unfair. Am I still making sense? Okay? So using what we have to mock other people, we should also realize that there are people who have millions more than what we have. They are not mocking us. We have astronauts. I gave the example of Lolo saying that cleaners, they failed in life. After 15, 20 years, you're still changing mops. But Lolo is a healthcare assistant. Like, they call them care workers. I don't think Lolo is a registered nurse, like a real nurse that will give injections and you know what we mean by a nurse that is going to pass drips and all of that. I think she's only a care worker. Imagine now a surgeon or real doctor will now say, all of them can they do care job for Obodo Oyinbo after 20 years. When I not seeing her life, imagine that. That's what you did to those cleaners. Everyone has a place in life. People have the chance to grow. You don't talk down on people because of the situation in which they are. You have mechanics. Engineers are not going to sit down and say, after 20 years, now say they do mechanic work. Nobody in mates, they do engineers. But engineers should realize that there are people who are directors of engineering companies. Or a pilot now is going to say, on a air hostess, after 20 years, now say they do air hostess. Me, they fly plane because you're a pilot. Does it make sense? Cleaners are important. Doctors are important. Healthcare workers are important. Everyone should be respected in their position and situation in life, not talked down on. That's why I feel like this motivational talk is not for everybody. It's really not everyone's calling. It's really not. Okay?
Citizenship. My own is foul. Nana, I like this one. Where's my handbag? Let me show you the cat. And if we not talk too much now, we'll go add driver's license, join her. If you don't get driver's license, don't even think of saga me. No work. If you are still jumping from bus to bus, I want it to you. You cannot saga me. This is passport. If you don't have it, don't talk to me. No more answering. If you know you belong to the biggest club, you don't answer to people who don't have it.
Okay, so in other words, now people will carry passports, now them be big girls. Wow. What a shallow way to look at life. What a shallow way. This, like, I'm like these days, I'm just very careful with how I say things and what I say because I don't want to personally insult people. But this is just someone who lacks depth, no insight, no depth, just shallow, almost empty. Like, if you're jumping from bus to bus, oh my God, like, really? Do you guys see? Okay, this person is mentioning the things they have. Those are the things that matter most. If they jump from bus to bus, you no get car, you no get driver's license, you no get passport. We be big girls, we get passport. Like, really? Okay.
Citizenship. My own is foul. No, I like this one. Where's my handbag? Let me show you the cat. Eh? Passport is everything. That is the ultimate here in Europe. How will you feel to know that your children want to go on school excursion, they don't have passport, you have now going there to be filling paper and filling paper and filling paper and filling paper to want to ask visa? How do you feel? It will be a bad thing knowing that you as a parent, you are the one that is supposed to make these things easy for your children.
Okay, so, well, one of the benefits of having a passport is so that when your children want to go on school excursion, you don't go and start filling paper to say you want to apply for a visa. And I'm like, how many times do children even go on international school vacation or school excursions? How many times do they go? And even if they go maybe once in 3 years or once in 5 years and you have to go and fill out paper, so what? So what? Does it make your child less than the other child that has a European Union passport? That child, whether he fills a form or he doesn't fill a form, that child is still a foreigner. That child is still an immigrant. Even the lady sitting and saying, I have a passport, I'm sorry, sis. Europeans don't see you as a European. You might carry your red passport and even wear it as a cap on your head and enter shops. They are going to see the red passport on your head and tell you congratulations, but we don't see you as a European. You're still an immigrant. They don't see you any differently than they see a refugee in the camp. You were not born here. You got your passport by naturalization, not by descent. Not because you were born there, not because your parents are from here. No. You're still an immigrant, sis. You only have that document. It doesn't change who you are. That you're not going to fill a visa form for your kids doesn't mean your kids are no longer seen as immigrants. They still are. So sorry to disappoint some people now. That you hold a red passport does not mean you've totally changed now and everyone is seeing you as. Eh? Are we deceiving ourselves or are we, where are we going to with this? You guys should drop your comments. I'm going to read comments in a jiffy. So, yeah. And by the way, if the children have to fill a form because they want to go somewhere, it really doesn't matter. Like, we should be able to, as parents, to teach our children to be proud of where they come from. That is our heritage. That is our history that we need to pass on from generation to generation, whether we choose to remain here and die in a foreigner's land or we want to go back home someday. We should never lose track of our background, our history. We should continue to tell those stories to our children. They should be proud of where they are from. So what if you have to fill out a form? Yes, you're filling out a form because you're a Nigerian. So what? If those children, those European kids, if they have to go on school excursion to Australia, they need a visa as well. They do. So everyone is going to fill a form. So what? They are not going to feel intimidated because, oh, now we are Europeans, but we have to go to Australia. We need to apply for a visa. We have to fill out forms. They are not going to feel intimidated. But we immigrants, now we go carry on for head, say, no, make we no go they feel form, oh, because we are not even proud of our heritage. Mental slavery is still what is happening with us. We have regained freedom. We are no longer under a colonial masters, but we are still mentally colonized. Many of us, we feel that Europeans are better. Being European is better. Our minds are still colonized. Bob Marley said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Mental slavery. Many of us are no longer in physical chains, but our minds are still bound, unfortunately. Okay, we are going to listen to maybe one or two other videos. I don't even know what this one is about, but let's just listen.
May we go play Madam Cry. Una de see Anna. Una de see Anna. Either they make trouble again. Die. It pay you. It's on the media. It's a trending news. Yes, so. It's trending news. Open. Look at that blog. Nigeria Greedy Pastor. Go look there. Don't fool.
Okay, so we all know that Lolo has always maintained that she's going to stop talking about Monica if Monica stops talking about her. But every now and then, Lolo would come out and analyze Monica's actions. And this, like I said in my last video, this is not like something that started yesterday. When Monica did her green screen, her studio, Lolo came out and did a video to analyze it. When Monica announced that she started working in the UK, she didn't mention Lolo's name. She just announced to her fans, say, don't they work? Oh, pound sweet. Oh, she just did her own videos with her fans. Lolo came out to say that, nah, lie. They work. We all know that, right? And she said the reason Monica told her fans she's working is so that her fans will come and be abusing her, that she is jobless. Why does it look like Lolo has to always be in competition with Monica? If you live your life, you're the one calling negative attention to yourself. If Monica had just done her video then, or had just done her video then and say, oh, they work, like, you don't just mind her. Why are you even worried that her fans are going to come for you? Okay? And then the husband, of course, also. Nala and husband know the work. And of course, they also said they bought a house. Nala, you they no buy house. So you are saying that if Monica stops talking about you, you are going to leave her. But you are the one constantly analyzing all her activities in life. Are you people dragging one husband? Like, I would understand if you are co-wives, like, maybe you understand what I mean. But from, okay, let me not go into that one. But, like, you people are ex-friends. Things fell apart. You guys should go your separate way. Friendship is not by force, madam. And these are your words. Friendship is not by force. But the way you're holding this woman, you're hanging on to her, is making people really understand that this woman really has to matter a lot in your life. She must have really held a very special place in your heart when you were still friends, for you not to be able to easily let go of her. There is no problem watching your enemy, but for you to come and always come out to analyze what they do, what they say, it means they are really important to you. They are that important for you to create content around them. Am I still making sense? And then you will turn around to say, if she know they talk about my matter again, I go leave her. How about all those her matter where you they can't analyze, where they no ask you? Unsolicited analysis of her life. And then you also said, and that, of course, what she said about not trending news, they pain you, laughing, and all of that is in response to this video she just did, this one. And that is also another reason I'm going to say this person doesn't deserve to be donated to. And I'm going to explain why. She put up this video maybe 2 days ago. And the title is Mind What You Do to Others. But the thumbnail she used, you guys know this thumbnail, right? And this one, she's still bringing forward that DNA issue. Who is the biological father of? And she wrote the name of the boy. So now, people are donating for you to go to court. And you are the one looking for more trouble because you know that, at least people did there to donate. They go donate. Look, it's okay to do saga. It's okay to fight dirty, fight in the mud. But you should be able to foot the bill of it, not put it on other people. Now you will fight all this fight and other people will come and donate. So does this person deserve that money? I say no, absolutely not. But this is not a campaign from me to say make una no donate. I will never do that. It's not even my business where you guys put your money. This is not a campaign to say make una no donate. So at the end of the day, you guys have the right to donate, to give, to do whatever you want to do with your money. You work for it. It's your right. But is it worth it? The answer is no. Because this person is intentionally active in the line of fire on this case that is about to go to court, knowing that they cannot afford it. And that is the kind of person that people would want to donate to. And if you are a refugee, you're an asylum seeker, you're in the camp and you're donating, you're on a long thing because you already heard your own case even worse, pass. Do you understand? Okay. So Monica did a video in response to this. And to start with, like, okay, I already said it, like, you can do saga. But this saga now, like this whole DNA thingy has kind of like died down for a while. And if we want to be really honest, this is not to take sides. If everyone can just shut their eyes and just ignore the hate for Monica, if we just want to be honest, we would know that and would admit and agree that that woman has been dragged a lot, especially when it comes to this DNA thingy. A lot of people have dragged her. And she didn't even respond to many people. She didn't even answer to many people. And the thing kind of like died down a bit after the first solicitor's letter. And now it came up again. And Lolo is now doing a video with the thumbnail. So how come it is anytime Lolo wants to do a video about DNA, that the thumbnails about this DNA thingy will start springing up? Nobody is foolish on social media. We know how it went when it was saga time with Beatrice Opaika. It was when Lolo was doing saga with Beatrice Opaika that the pictures of her kids came forward. Yeah. So how come eventually everybody will not hear about DNA anymore? But the day Lolo wants to do a video, that is when bloggers will start carrying DNA. Then she'll go and do a video and say, it's everywhere, it's everywhere. But how did it get everywhere all of a sudden? Everybody just woke up and started talking about DNA again. Nobody is foolish on Facebook or social media. And the reason I'm saying this is not even, of course, you guys already know, like, I don't even care to defend anyone. But I'll just say it the way it is. And I might sound a bit passionate about this because there is a child there. There is a child there. I don't care how much you hate whoever you want to hate. You as a mom, what's your excuse? A mom of 3 boys of about the same age with that boy. Drag the mother, hate the mother, saga the mother, fight the mother, call the mother any kind of name you want to call her. But leave that boy's picture out of the picture. Aren't you even ashamed of yourself? How dare you even call yourself a motivational speaker and you put up the picture of a child over and over and over again? Yes, I said it once or twice that, look, this woman can actually go to court and say, this is a trending topic and I'm sharing it, I'm blogging it. But now it has started to go over and beyond. Sometimes you would overdo things and it would be just too obvious that this is no longer about blogging. This is no longer about blogging, especially when it has to do with someone you have a history with. We know what you guys are dragging. Now you're bringing her child and now covering it up with. Now blogging, at a blog, is trending, as a you guys should just leave that motivational thing out. Just leave it for B and B. I said it before. At least that one still knows what she's doing. That one, at least she's still motivated. She's trying. Let's just leave that one out. Like, let's just cancel it. Let's just cancel that motivational thing, because there is no there is no excuse to bring a child. And all of you supporting this bad thing, imagine that, just imagine that being your child. Like, this thing has gone beyond. We can all pretend and say, oh, na blogging, na trending. I can also sit here and say, oh, but at a point in time, okay, overdo. When you don't overdo things, you don't reach that extent where we need to start to frown at certain things. We are all Africans. You blog it once, you blog it twice, you rest. This is personal. Okay? Let's be human. For those of you still supporting bad things, let's be human. So that was her laughing at Monica and say, they pay you. So she's happy about it. That is her goal. Because Monica responded to it that she's still using her child's picture. Because, to be honest, for some time now, we've not been seeing these pictures. All of a sudden, it's time to bring it out from Lolo or whatsoever. And she's calling this blogger Njoh greedy pastor whatsoever. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves. Like, honestly, be ashamed of yourselves. Like, really, just once I finish this video, just finish watching it, or just go away now. Even if you're here, just go away and go and think of your life. And I am going to sound this way without even being sorry, because there is a child involved. Oh my God, what a shame. And I'm still keeping it very decent. Okay.
May we go play Madam Cry. Una de see Anna. He don't dey make trouble again. He pay you. It's on the media. It's a trending news. Yes, so it's trending news. Open. Look at that blog. Njoh greedy pastor. Go look there. Don't fool. I mean, they tell you now what you go do. You go use this type of needle and thread. You take and sew your mouth. Direct or indirect, you will never speak to me again. I don't need lawyer to tell you. I tell you for live video. If you want, make the matter finish. Direct or indirect, you will stop calling my name. If not, I said they don't put you out the picture, that your picture for outside. If they bring your picture come outside, I'll still do video. I use and do cover picture now, normal. Just like I've always taken care of your shit. You think it's gonna happen this time? This time is a no go area. I'm done with you for good. For good.
Wow. Lolo says, I'm done with you for good. But you're not acting like you're done with this woman. You're acting like you're just getting started with her. You're getting so excited about anything that concerns her. Like I said, she really has to be important in your life. You cannot be devoting so much time and attention on someone who is not important to you like this. And you're saying, I've given up on you. Or let's just listen again.
Just like I've always taken care of your shit. You think it's gonna happen this time? This time is a no go area. I'm done with you for good. For good.
I'm done with you for good. And then tomorrow you still come and do another video about that same person you said you're done with. It's almost 2 years since you guys broke up. Can you really be done? Please, just be done. Just be done. Mean what you're saying. You said you've always taken care of her shit. That's in the past. Even if you have, move on. You're still revisiting the past. You're so emotionally attached to this person. Move on. Friendship is not by force. People break up. People get divorced. Like, relationships don't work forever sometimes. Move on. Put it in the past. All our ex-boyfriends, we put them in the past. We move on with another man. Move on with another best friend. Get yourself another best friend. Forget this one. Like, am I missing something? Move on. I'm done with you for good, but you're not done. Every day a new video about her. Move on. I've always taken care of your shit. So you're still, the thing still they pain you also actually. Move on. Okay, you've done it. Fine.
Good morning.
Before I play this video, the next one, we already talked about the passport. And I told you guys that I'm going to show you guys the importance of having a passport. It's not about, oh, make my pikin no shame, saying mama can't they fill visa form. It's not only about that. I'm going to tell you the real importance of having a European Union passport. But before we do that, I wanted to show you guys this video just to let this woman, give her another wake-up call to know that passport no be everything. Passport no be ultimate. Passport no go give you privilege wey person wey no get passport no go get. The way they go treat you, now the way they go treat person wey no get passport. Let's watch this video.
Good morning.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm here for my MOT.
MOT?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name, please?
Emmanuel Alaribe.
Okay. There.
Okay. So, Madam went to where she needs to get an MOT for her car, and that's like kind of like a test. You take your car through every year. Here in the Netherlands, we do it yearly. I believe it's also the same in the UK. We call it APK here. Yeah, you do it every year. So she took the car for them to check the car to see if it's still worthy of being driven on UK roads. So they asked her on which name. She didn't give her own name. She gave her husband's name. In other words, the car, I might be wrong, don't take my word for it, but we are just analyzing based on what we are seeing here. So she mentioned her husband's name, which means the car might actually be on her husband's name. When Lolo got this car, or when the husband got it for her, Lolo wasn't working. Lolo couldn't get a car. This is a lease car. Obviously, it's a lease car. Well, unless she paid cash for it, I don't know. Lolo wasn't working when she got this car, but she had a Dutch passport. Why didn't she just go and submit a Dutch passport and say, look, I'm a Dutch citizen, just let me have a lease car? They would look at her and say, congrats with your Dutch citizenship, but you don't qualify for a lease car because you don't have a job. You should be able to prove to us that you can finance the car. So having a Dutch passport or a European Union passport is not ultimate because it doesn't break doors that people who don't have it cannot break. So your husband was able to get the lease car on his name because he has a job. So actually a job is ultimate because it's a job that can really open those doors and break those barriers. It's a job that you can actually have and need to make money to be able to pay for your nationality. Here in the Netherlands, to get Dutch citizenship, you have to pay 925 euros. That is about 1,000 euros. If you don't have a job, how are you going to get money to pay 1,000 euros for one person? Huh? So a job is ultimate, not a passport. Because, like I said, even if you have a passport, if you cannot even go anywhere with it, you can't do anything with it without money. Without money, you cannot even apply for a visa without a job because you have to be able to prove that, look, I can actually finance myself while I'm abroad as a tourist. I'm applying for a tourist visa to Australia. I don't want to use the US because she probably doesn't need a visa for that. You're going to Australia, you need a visa. As a tourist, you have to prove that I have a job, I can pay for my stay there. So a job in Europe is ultimate. And if you don't have a passport, you can get a job, even with a 1-year resident stay. Yeah? So another thing I would like us to quickly watch is after she gave the name, the people told her, Madam, we cannot see your booking. Let's just watch.
do you have an email for the booking? Because I can't see no booking.
Where is it? Why? It's there.
Okay. So why didn't Madam just show that woman or that man her passport and say, I'm a European Union citizen. You have to really do my car right now. But they are telling her, look, we don't see your booking. Can you show us the email? We don't see your booking. We can't help you. So if passport truly is ultimate in Europe, it should be able to open all doors. There should be no hindrances, no impediments, no obstacles. You should just be able to get everything you want. But it's not that way. Whether you have a passport or not, you have to go through the same process. So it's not ultimate, it's just a piece of paper. The man is not even asking, are you a citizen? We don't have your booking, klar. And then she had to call her husband.
Hi, Pap. They are telling me they cannot find the booking. Can you call them, please? I don't know. I was. All right, I'm waiting. Bye.
All right, so Madam also had to wait for the husband to take care of the... Okay, let me quickly put up another picture up here because I don't want to be seeing this one. So Madam actually had to wait for the husband to get everything settled for them to do the MOT, but her passport couldn't save her. Are we making sense? So let me quickly just touch briefly on the importance of having European Union citizenship. For some people, it's just to have it, not matter. I thought I had a clip in which she said, I dey use am fan blow my body. Now 5 we get for this house. 5 red passports. Let me see if I can pull that video up.
Citizenship. My own is foul. No, I like this one. Where's my handbag? Let me show you the citizenship. My own is foul. No, I like this one. Where's my handbag? Let me show you the cat. Eh? And if you not talk too much now, we go add driver's license, join now. If you don't get driver's license, no even think of saga me. No work. If you are still jumping from bus to bus, I want it to you. You cannot saga me. This is passport. If you don't have it, don't talk to me. No more answering. If you know you belong to the biggest club, you don't answer to people who don't have it.
Okay, I think I don't have that video. Maybe later anyway. So why is it important or why is it good to have a passport? It's not about just having a European Union citizenship and just feel good, feel like a big girl, feel like you've arrived, or a big boy and feel like that's the end of life. So what this thing affords, what the citizenship gives you as a citizen, it gives you rights and it gives you freedoms and legal protections under European law. So no longer under Nigerian law, but under European law. That is what it does for you. It doesn't mean you're better than who doesn't have it. And now the 4 major benefits of having a European Union passport. The 4 major benefits. Number 1, the right to free movement. You can travel freely, especially within the 28 countries of the European Union. You cannot travel freely in Africa with your Dutch passport. You need a visa to go to Africa. You need a visa to go to Australia and maybe some parts of Asia. Yeah, but within the European Union, 28 countries, or not even all over European Union, 28 countries, you have free movement. But guess what the good news is? Even if you don't have Dutch or European Union citizenship, you just have a residence permit, you can also travel freely within the European Union, just like someone who has a passport. That is the idea of open borders. It's not only for passport holders. So that one is 1-1 already. That doesn't make you better than them. Yeah? Number 2, benefit of having a European Union citizenship is settlement and employment across the union. Yeah, so that one might be a 1-0 if you have a passport, because that means that you can actually just go to another country within the European Union and you can just settle there. You can migrate and move there and start to work there. But if you have only a residence permit, you cannot just move from, for example, Netherlands to Belgium to say, I want to go and live in Belgium with only a permit. You can go, if you go there, you can go there freely, quite all right, but you cannot live there for more than 90 days. So you have to have permanent permit and you have to apply for your citizenship. Then you can really go and live somewhere else within those 28 countries. So let's just say that one is one of the only benefits that you'd say, okay, oh, I can move, but can you move every year? You cannot. Highest, you move once or twice to another country as a European Union citizen. And those people who are not even citizens yet, it's just a matter of time. After 3 years or after 5 years, they're going to build their documents and they are going to move if they have the ambition to move. It doesn't still make you any better than them. And if you don't have money, you still cannot move. So money is ultimate. Money is better, actually, to be honest, because when you have your money, you take your time, you plan your life, you build your paper and you get your passport and you move. Okay? Now, the final benefit of having a European Union citizenship is the right to vote. You can vote if you're a citizen. But how many people who carry passports up and down, how many of them even go out to vote in Europe? Many of them, ask them, who is the mayor of your council or of your district where you live? They don't even know. They don't even know when the elections are. They can't be bothered. They live from year to year. They have no say in what is happening politically around there. They don't vote. So how is that even a benefit for you? The only reason you have a passport is, I get passport to refugees will not get, na no reach me. That's all. What is the passport doing for you? Nothing. How many places have you traveled to with that passport? Like I said, if you don't have money, your passport is even useless because you can enjoy it. You can travel, you can go to the Caribbean, stay somewhere. You can't even pay for a visa if you don't have money. You just have a passport, put it on under your pillow. But all Europeans still see you as a foreigner. Here in the Netherlands, we call us allochtoon. Whether you have a passport or not, you're still an allochtoon. So why are we deceiving ourselves? For me, it just stems from a place of low self-esteem. Just, I won't belong, I won't be better, I won't be European. But you're not at the end of the day. Let's look in the mirror. Okay. One other thing I would like to say is, I said it before that pride comes before downfall and humility is free of charge. The case of mocking people and saying, you will not get passport, you no get right to talk to me, you won't come to rub shoulder with me, no drama or whatsoever. Or me now, I be pilot, you will be just common hostess, you no get anything to talk to me. Or I be engineer, you will be mechanic, you no get level. I be doctor, you will you be healthcare practitioner, you will they clean it, they yash. All those kind of talk. That is what I even call uneducated, illiterate talk. Yeah, because you don't get depth if you think or reason that way. And when I listen to all those things, it just sounds like a woman who has 5 children or 10 children and laughing at a barren woman, saying, oh, you will not get pikin. You know, see, as God blessed me with 10 children. That woman can actually lose all 10 children in one day. And then you'll be at the same level with that barren woman. You're going to go back to ground zero. And that can actually happen to someone with a European Union passport. I know very well about the Dutch passport, so that is what I'm going to capitalize on. Yes, so that you have a Dutch passport today is not a guarantee that you can have a Dutch passport forever. Should I say it again? That you have a Dutch passport today and you're sitting there to feel like the madame and the king and the queen of the, you don't arrive and nobody reach you if they don't get time. That doesn't mean that you are guaranteed to be a Dutch citizen forever. Why? Because you could lose your Dutch nationality again. You can be a Dutch national today and go back to ground zero tomorrow. They can take it back. Hello? As long as you're not a national by descent, you're a national by naturalization, you can lose it. Because that passport in your hand is not your property. It is still the property of the Koninkrijk de Nederlanden. Not your national right, not your constitutional right. It's a privilege that you got as an immigrant. So I'm going to give you another example why you can lose your Dutch nationality. And I think it's relevant to use, it's quite relevant to use the Dutch nationality as my example or case study, because Madam that we just watched in this video also has a Dutch passport. How and why or when can you lose your Dutch nationality? When you're, for example, convicted for a serious crime, you can lose it. Or if you have committed fraud in an application for a Dutch residence permit. And I'm going to show you guys videos to back that up. Yes, so Madam here, feeling like I'm on top of the world, I have a passport, it's not your property to start with, and you can lose it if you have committed fraud in an application for a Dutch residence permit. And of course, we know that before you can get the passport, you need to start with a residence permit. So if you committed fraud while you were applying for your residence permit, you can actually lose your passport. And I think, well, I'm not going to conclude. I'm just going to let you guys listen. You've already listened to this video in one of my old videos, but let's just remind ourselves again.
Yeah, I got just 2 years apart from mine. Just 2 years. Meanwhile, when I came to Europe, I was very small. I'm 40, but my passport is reading 38. Okay? So just 2 years difference.
Okay. This video was done last year. Madam was 40 years old last year, I believe, or 2 years ago. I think she's now 41 or 42. Anyway, it's an old video. And she was actually saying that she committed fraud. Whether we want to call it, I'm 40 now, but I'm 30, my paper says 38, it's fraud. When you lie about who you are, your identity, and you use false information to get residence permit in the Netherlands that I'm sure of, that is fraud. You can lose your nationality with it. Is that ringing a bell? When we want to make mouths, let us know that people are watching. Nobody is foolish and nobody is pure. And this same woman reported her former best friend for fraud. What an hypocrite. This is the godmother of all social media hypocrites. Because I've seen people who follow and watch her videos. They're also hypocrites. Let's see one of the comments I caught on her video. This one says, before you argue here, you must have nursing ID card. Oh my God, how shallow. When you're shallow, you're going to listen and follow shallow people. Yeah? Can you imagine? So if you're a pilot, you cannot listen. You mustn't be here. You mustn't argue if you're a pilot. If you are a chief executive officer, you cannot be here. Only when you have a nursing card. Now that one is important part. You're just shallow in life. You're just narrow-sighted. Your world is just small around nursing. You're sounding like who you're listening to. This is what is important in your life. This, Juliet. It might be important for you, but that doesn't mean that the person who doesn't have it is not important. They are also important in their own right. Shallow people. Okay, so now we just talked about fraud. Madam committed, well, I'm not going to say that. Okay, I'm not going to say that. But we are living in a glass house and we are throwing stones. Madam reported her former best friend for alleged fraud. And she is confessing here that she committed fraud herself while applying for her residence permit. Her document says she's 38, but In reality, she's 40 years old. Imagine now one of your enemies now takes this thing you just said and they go and report you also to the Dutch government with proof, hard proof. You're going to say, I see what they do me, but now you do yourself because you've looked down on everyone else. You have reported someone else for the same thing that you are guilty of. Now you can't do yourself. Nobody do you. Pride comes before downfall. You can actually lose that thing you're so proud of that makes you look down on every other person who doesn't have it. It's now your property. You can actually lose it for fraud. Let's listen to another video. You guys know I'm the queen of videos, yeah?
Years ago, when we came to Europe, Dagbo was working. I own my own Dagbo Bali that time. I don't pay anybody for it. I work shortly and I bought it from the person. Dagbo, I have it.
Oh my God. Madam, have it. You have it. Or you mean, maybe you meant you had it. Unless you still have it. But you used to have Dagbo. You even bought it. Wow. I thought you're a model citizen, that you're reporting criminals to your Dutch government. But you're also not better than any. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Huh? We are living in glass house and we are throwing stones. Hypocrites all over social media. You bought Dagbo paper. Oh, wow. So you were once also in this situation and now you feel like you have arrived. You forget your humble beginning. Pride. You guys should drop your comments. I'm going to take comments very soon. I'm going to take comments very soon. But before we go to comments, I just want to say, if you are a refugee, I need you to know that many of us on social media today were once refugees. We are not better than you. You're human. We are human. You have equal rights as we do. That we wear clothes, flashy clothes, we drive cars, doesn't mean that we are better than you. We are not. Many of you even have more integrity, dignity than many of us talking on video. Okay? And I need you to know that to apply for a Dutch passport, just meet the qualifications. Maybe it will take you 3 years, 5 years. After you have your residence permit, you build it up and you get it. Sometimes you have to meet some requirements, like you have to show proof of civic integration, that, okay, I'm fully integrated in society. You have to know about the culture. You have to do exams and all of that. You do it and you get it. That you don't have it doesn't mean you're less of a human being. Be proud of what you have. Be proud of your Nigerian passport. I know that Nigerian passport sometimes, like I said, it's an embarrassment because they also, they're not correct. But don't let someone make you feel less of a person just because of the passport you're holding. The same flight where you go enter. In fact, if you even hold residence permit, you go buy business class with your residence permit. Person wey get passport no fit afford economy safe. Do you understand? And also, you can also get actually a passport in Europe here when you invest in Europe. I think in a place like Spain, Portugal, you can pay 500,000 euros to actually become a citizen without going through asylum or marriage or anything. Just go and invest there and apply. You can get it with money. With money, you can get it. Okay? That someone will now start making it sound like heaven on earth. It is not. It's very good to have it. It's very important, but it doesn't determine the quality of your life. There are people who have residence permits here in the Netherlands and they are able to buy a house. And there are people who still carry their passport on their head. They are still renting. Here in the Netherlands, it's possible to buy a house now without a passport, without a Dutch passport. It is possible, depending on the kind of card you have. If you have an asylum card, it might not be possible. But if you have, for example, you are a skilled immigrant, you are, which other one? There are some documents you'd have. I know of, if you're a skilled immigrant, a skilled worker, you can actually purchase a house without a Dutch passport. And there are people who have Dutch passport, they cannot even buy. They are still renting. Okay? So the sky is your limit, with or without a passport. All right. So let us just watch 2 more clips before we take comments.
If you not talk my matter, come put life for ground. Nobody they watch you. Or you want us to start keeping record for 1 week. Try it. Don't talk about me for 1 week. Let them keep record and see how many views you will get. Nobody go watch you. Nobody they come by. I challenge you to try it for 1 week. Don't talk to me direct or indirect and see if you can survive.
You guys, this is a challenge I think a lot of people would like to follow up with. And I don't mind volunteering to actually be the one to count the votes and the views. This is a challenge by Lolo saying, if you don't talk about me, you don't do a video about me, you don't mention my name directly or indirectly, nobody's going to watch you. Do it for 1 week. Let us see. If these women accept this challenge for 1 week, you guys, I am going to count the votes fairly. I'm going to keep all the proofs of their live videos, the highest views on each live video, be it on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. I'm going to devote that week. Just make we just rest for their matter. At least before they go court, make the first do social media battle. Make we first see who really need the other one views, who really need to call the other one name before they get views. This is a good challenge. If they could just accept it for 1 week, people are volunteering to keep an eye on those views for us to see that, okay, please rest. We don't see now, say, you just they use this woman for views. Without a name for this week, you get only 500 views. You, without a name, this whole week, you get only 300. So make una rest. Do you understand? It will lead us somewhere. So who actually needs the other for views? Let them please take this challenge. And we are going to follow the views and we are going to count and report it. Yes? Now, here is a last video. I think I'm not going to play this one yet. I'm going to go to the comments. But if I see any comments pertaining to this, because I am kind of like prepared that people are definitely going to ask me that video, or they're going to ask me, about that video. So I also prepared something in case people ask me. So I'm just going to read comments, then I'll show you guys the video. So I want to thank Money Ego Danger. She's actually the first person that commented even before we went live. Thank you. And Blessing Eniaro was also there. Thank you. So I was told last time to always read out comments. So any comments I highlight, I'm going to read it out. Iobo TV, my great sister, she says, in the UK, some people live better than one's people that have documents. Of course, we know that. Of course, we've seen it. We see it every day around us. Some people, the only thing they have is that document. And some of them just got it by luck, or God just blessed them. And they will not let other people drink water, and other people are doing better than them. And that is why I think many of them are intimidated. They feel like, may this person no win me, or make I use the one where I get, make I use raise my own shoulder also, make it not be like say I no get at all. So they go hype that only thing where they get, where they feel show. Do you understand? Exactly, bro. Kingsley, you can also travel freely in Europe with a permit. Exactly. Sheila also says the same thing. Yes. Hello, Jassy. Jassy says, hello, my sweet sister. Good to have you here. Esther says, you need clearance called ELSA before entering America. So even with your European passport, you still need some kind of clearance. I know you don't really need a visa, but you still need some kind of thing you probably have to do online. I've never heard of Elsa. I've never been to the US, so I wouldn't know. Okay, Beauty says, I've never voted since I have mine. You see? So the only benefit or the only upper hand that I see here of someone having a passport, a European Union passport, over someone who doesn't have is that settlement and employment abroad within the European Union. Oh. That's the only thing that is a bit okay. It's better than if you don't have it. Then you can move to another country and settle there and work there. Yeah. But if you have a residence permit, you can actually live and work where you live in the country where you obtained your permit. You can work there, you can live there. So that's the only thing that I see as a benefit that someone will now carry on their head. Like, this is heaven on earth, though. This is ultimate in life. Oh, it's better than money. Oh, this one, what it pass a 2-story building. Oh, oh my God, I don't even believe I left those videos out. I think it's part of the ones I lost yesterday, where she said residence permit, where she said passport is worth more than 2-story building, and a license is worth more than 20 filling stations. That is just false. You guys hustle for your money. Hustle for your, chase the money. With money, you go get passport upon passport. Trust me. Of course, if someone doesn't have money, they are going to make you believe money na nothing. And some people, if they don't have a passport, they will also tell you passport is nothing. Passport is actually something, but it's not as, oh my God. I hope you guys just really get my message. Love you too, Blessing. Blessing says, Blessing, I love you. Love you too, sis. Thank you, Lucky Divine. Thank you so much for reminding them. Divine says, thumbs up, guys. So if you guys haven't given me that thumbs up, what are you waiting for? And Divine also says, yes, so it can be revoked at any time. Yes. Say you get them today, no mean say they guaranteed to get them next time or forever. Eh? Okay. Oh. Just like the brand ambassadorship she just lost. Just because of stuff like this. Eh? Insulting the person who gave you the connection. It just be like, person give you connection to get work for Africa. We know everything. Most things go by connection. Now the person connection, and you take get that job, you can't still they laugh the person without work. Say I get better work past you, but now the person connection, I put you there. Eh? You can't kuku lose the job. Now passport we don't enter now. If people can't carry the proof, go show Dutch government now. Say this madam commit fraud. You say people are after you, people are doing this to me and doing this but you did it to other people, but you're doing exactly the same thing. Hypocrites everywhere. Divine says even with driving license it can be revoked as well. You see, for example, if you drink and drive, if they check the alcohol level in your blood, if it goes beyond a certain limit, you're losing your license. You go and do exam again. Chikena. Things that don't really belong to us, they are not our property. We will carry them so much on our head, like this is heaven. Like, I just don't get it. People are just so materialistic in this life. Like, I was telling you guys last time that there was a church I was going to, and I had some people, I knew some people then, when they see you driving a car, they treat you special. They treat you with respect. Those are so materialistic people that I cannot be friends with you. Like, I would be friends with you based on your character, not the things you own. Materialistic people. Joy says, it is written on the passport. You are very, very correct. Thank you. And Bourbon says she lied on her age on one of her videos. That's a crime. It can be used against her. And Nelly Black says, yes, she committed fraud. To know that this same person, that's just the one where, just the come off my mind. To know that this same person reported someone else for fraud. Fraud is fraud. You get different levels of fraud, quite all right. But fraud is fraud. Nationality fraud, identity fraud. This one are identity fraud. That one feel be benefit fraud. This one are identity fraud. You they lose everything. This is what I said. Yeah, yeah, and I stand by it. Shayla says these fanatics are under a spell. This can't be true. Not possible. Real professional nurses don't brag in this manner. And just the word or the phrase professional nurses just kind of like kind of puts my mind back to the picture of that child she used as a thumbnail as a nurse, so-called nurse or healthcare worker working for the NHS, bullying a child continuously. It's not just, okay, I bullied once, I bullied twice, everybody does it. You saga me, I saga you, you saga my pikin, I saga your pikin. This one is over and over and over again, bringing that child forward just to hurt the mother. And you call yourself a healthcare worker. Like, it doesn't match. I'll just say small thing. I'll just be like, okay, let's watch and see. Let's watch and see. Joy says award-winning video. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Exactly, Joy. No big deal. Everybody will have a passport one day. All the people who have it now, there was a time in their lives they didn't have it. So for you to now have it now and feel like you're better than everyone else, that means there was a time in your life that you felt like you were nothing. So you're now trying to put that on other people. But everybody is not going to feel so little because of a piece of paper, an important piece of paper. It's quite important. We're not refuting that fact. Agnes says, yes, you're so correct. You can get it with money in Spain. Yes. Through the legal way, not even conny, like official. You go and invest. As an investor, you're getting it officially. Like, so don't let anybody tell you passport is more important than money. Hustle for your money, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. I hope you guys gave the video a thumbs up. Yes! Cass says money answers all things, even the Bible. Oh my God. Even the Bible acknowledges this fact. Bible no even say documents or camels. In those days, they used to use gold, and gold was like money, like camels or horses or whatsoever. Or vineyards. Money answers all things. I would rather have money than have passport and be hungry. I'll have money and buy you and buy your passport together, both of them. Okay. Okay. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is the 1st of October. Friday, the 1st of October. We can end the challenge. This is official, you guys. You guys know I'm not playing. We can end this challenge because Lolo proposed the challenge. And Monica is not saying who you be, where you go to challenge me. Monica is saying I accept with full chest. Yes. Now, today is the 1st. We can actually start the challenge from tomorrow, or rather, today is the 30th. We can start the challenge from tomorrow, 1st of October. Perfect date. We end it on the 8th and we read the views. We read the results on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube combined with proof. Screenshots don't lie. So both of you, if you want, you can go and create 100 more accounts to be getting 100 more views. I can't be bothered. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you mobilize to buy more phones, to watch your videos, but let us see what happens after 1 week. Who cannot survive without the other? Who needs the other to breathe on social media? Who has content of their own without the other one's matter? That is what this is all about. Because now Lolo is accusing Monica of always being on her neck. Monica is accusing Lolo of always being on her neck. Who is always being on other person's neck? Can we start this challenge tomorrow? And now that both of them have accepted, because Lolo proposed, Monica accepted, now it's just official. Nobody can go back on this. I'm sorry. Now, officially, we are starting it tomorrow, and I am keeping an eye. You guys help me out. I cannot do it alone. If any of them is live anywhere, tag me. Anywhere, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, tag me. Screenshots are going to be taken and read out on the 8th of October. Let's get it on. And if any of them mentions the other one within this period, you've already failed, you've spoiled it, and we know the kind of video we are just going to do for you. We are going to really honor you when you break this challenge within this week. After this week, you can continue, but this week we are entering from tomorrow. We are watching. It's official now. Let's bring it on. Let's bring it on. The video is going to be on the 8th. Go, Monica. With full chest. Bring it on, you guys. Bring it on. Let me know what you guys think of this. Okay, I'm about to be done with the comments. This one says she's the one who even talked about Monica more. We are going to find out from tomorrow. Oh, even Monica said starting from tomorrow. Fine. I didn't even read that before I said tomorrow. So let's get it on. Okay, this one says, hello, Monica. I'm your new member. I'm just loving you now. Yobo TV says, please, blessing, do it. Excellent. We are starting tomorrow. You guys tag me, die, tag me anywhere where any of them just go live. Tag me. We are following back to back for 1 week. Yes. Divine says the one who is now worsening the saga is self-appointed Judge Vera. That lady is a joke. I don't even watch her anymore. I think the last video of hers that I watched was the one I analyzed. And after that, I don't think I've watched any other video. I just know that this lady is a joke. Like this girl, I don't even want to call her a lady. Some people you don't even, you see them that they look like women. You just see from her stature, from maybe her age, she's a woman, she's a mom, she's a mother. But behavior wise, this is just a girl. Like no respect for such people. Like I don't watch her anymore. When someone overdoes something, it's good to saga, it's okay to fight. But when you overdo something, it just becomes so obvious, irritating, like senseless. Like I'm not even going to bother. But if there's anything interesting happening there, please call my attention. Let me go and analyze. Mercy Love says, blessing, we have accepted. Fine. Agnes says, thumbs up these videos, guys. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, what are you waiting for? Go ahead. No big deal. Joy says, no big deal about passport, just be humble. Like, na person, I still get this Facebook where all of us they use. And a person still they run YouTube. The CEO of YouTube now, woman. Woman. We don't even get a pinch of what these women, these people are dragging. Look at the guy that runs Facebook, that owns Facebook and Instagram. Zuckerberg. Look at the t-shirt he wears. Humility is free. Ah. Shayla says, Gift Williams, some have hatred while some she created herself out of her arrogance. The both of them should sort themselves out and leave the children out of their shenanigans. You guys. Children, don't play. And now healthcare workers, now them even supposed to they protect children more. Children and aged people like elderly. And I know how they are crazy about these two groups of people in the UK, even more than here in the Netherlands. Children and the elderly. And you, as someone who's supposed to they protect them, now you can't they do the things where you they do in the name of blogging. You go get one level where you go reach where that argument of blogging no go save anybody anymore. Okay, Lady Ken says even nurses don't give injections, only diabetes jab they are allowed to give. Okay, so who gives injections? Who gives injections? Is it only doctors? I was always I always thought like nurses also give injections. Is it only doctors that give injections? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. But you guys should educate us. If nurses, I know that healthcare workers, I don't think they can really give injections. But I don't know, you guys, like, this is not my field, but you can help us out and educate us. Joy says it is written on the passport. The passport belongs to Her Majesty. Is it also the same in the UK? Wow. Hmm. Sheila says that is where low self-esteem comes in. When you are low, you tend to idolize material things. Divine says he's underage for Christ's sake. She should stop all the bullying and harassment. Enough is enough. Like, the reason I'm sounding passionate is just for that child. Like, I can't be bothered about who is fighting who. Like, honestly, the more they fight, the more I have content. But when you can do a video once or twice when a child is involved, but when it gets incessant, it becomes disturbing. It becomes really, like, especially when you're a mom, it becomes really disturbing. You're like worried. It becomes worrisome. It makes you uncomfortable. Whether you're a professional, you're a journalist, it just does something to you. It just really does something to you. Let's be honest. And this could be Lola's child. This could be anyone's child. It doesn't really matter whose child. As long as that child has not come out to do saga with you, you have no business with that child. And that's why I use the word shame, like shame, especially for mothers. Thank you so much, Nelly. Thank you. Oh my God. Like Bourbon says, as a healthcare worker, she should be advocating for the child. Wow. Because what she's doing can affect that child mentally. But do people even reason? Do people even care? They just want to hurt the mother. There are so many other ways to hurt your enemy, someone you're fighting. Call them all the names in this world. Nobody, like, I would come and analyze it for you guys. Not a child. Shame. Iyobo TV says same in the UK. Okay, I didn't even know that. We are almost done with comments. Oh my god, this is a long live stream. We are almost done. If you still have something to say, go ahead. Okay, Divine says, please, Blessing, can you do a separate video to address Madam Vera? She's really worsening the saga. That means I have to start watching her. Okay, I'll see. That means I would have to start watching her. Because to be honest, I just feel like this woman really doesn't know or doesn't have much to say. I don't know. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just need to give her that benefit of the doubt and watch her videos more often and maybe do a video about her. But what I just noticed last time is she was just pushing too much and just doing too much and just trying to participate and belong. And I don't have time for that. Lovely says, love your videos, Blessing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Gift says, God will bless you. God will continue to bless you, Blessing, for this video. And I know they will come for you because of this video, but don't mind anything they say, sis. No, babe, I don't. I really don't. Curing the Uncurable says, I agree, let them start tomorrow. I will ring. Yes, thank you. Now I have someone to help me. Yes. We are ringing. Curing the Uncurable will ring the bell tonight. Yes. So it's official. If anyone breaks it, we are going to do a special a special video for that person. If anyone breaks it in this week, oh, after then you can continue. But this week, let's just see. Make we just rest for this matter. This battle, this competition of Nami great pass. Nami teach you. Nami first start. Nami sabi pass. Let us be the judge. And we'll see it with proof, Not be say them say they can't say it can't happen like this. No, we'll see the screenshots of the views. Yes. Berbin says he owns WhatsApp too. That's Zuckerberg, I believe you're talking about. Very humble guy. Okay, Beauty says nurses give injection. Okay, that's what I also thought. Like, if you have to always call in a doctor to come and give, yeah, I don't know. Then why do we really have nurses? But like I said, I really don't also know a lot about this profession. But I know in Africa then, I used to be sick, like, I'll be admitted sometimes. And yes, I remember like nurses would come and give injections. The doctor would only come around once in a while and look at your file and say, okay. But usually you see nurses every day giving you your medicine and your injections. But I don't know if it's different here. I've never been admitted here in Europe. I only stayed one night for the first time in my life in the hospital when I was going to give birth to my baby. That was the first time I would ever be admitted, and that was my last. So, and I was very excited about it. Like, let me just stay in a hospital in Europe. Let me see how it feels. Mm. Okay, Bourbon says in the US, we nurses give injections. Okay. Okay, do we still have comments or opinions, suggestions? Ria TV says, Ria TV Talk Show says, a qualified nurse can give injection. I went to school here in Germany. As a qualified nurse, you can give injection and treat patients. I do give injections. But I want to know if healthcare, like, you know, when they say carer, like someone with a care job, can they also give injections? Because I know as a registered nurse, as a real nurse, you can give injections, but can a carer also give injections, or can you only give like all these diabetes jabs like someone mentioned before? I don't know about it, to be honest. Okay, Ria TV says it depends your qualification in the area of nursing before you can give injection. As for me, I do give injection. I have certificate. Okay, so you probably have to still get some kind of qualification to be able to do so. Okay. And Divine says, yes, Madam Kate, I concur. God bless you. So Madam Kate is going to be ringing the bell tonight. We are officially starting. Yes, Kate is the one ringing the bell. There is nobody should try come out and talk about this. Is official. Like this is like 100% official. This is legit. This is legit. Like we have received permission from commenters and viewers here. So we are kicking it off tonight and we are watching. Okay. If you guys want to hear blessing being passionate, just bring children into anything. Like I can't be bothered. This one says it's just better to analyze Eddie Murphy instead of Vera. And Monica says no indirect, no screenshot, like nothing at all. No jab, no throwing jab of some people, because everybody knows who you are talking about. When you say some people, nothing like that. That's one an indirect jab where people can't be curious to know what some people doing. Hey, you know, that people will know, okay, is that person you're talking to. You can talk about some people generally in life, but when you're talking about some people and you're referring to your ex-friend, people already know. No indirect, no screenshots, no nothing. Everybody mind your business. Everybody do your content. Just pretend like the other one is not existing. We are watching. Okay. Okay. Beauty says, Kara don't give injection. Okay. Wow. Karas don't have the right. Okay. 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 At least I know that now. Wow. Okay. I think this is good to know. Ingrid says, yes, doctors and nurses, no healthcare assistants can give injection. Thank you all for educating us. You see, nobody knows us. We all learn. Are there still comments before we go? All right. So thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. Okay. So I want to thank all of you. Well, you guys didn't ask that question that I prepared for, so we are not even going to talk about it. And the question, in case you're just curious, the question I prepared for is, Blessing, why are you not talking about people celebrating that someone died? I thought I was going to get it here, but I didn't. So I'm not going to talk about it because I wasn't really going to make any video about it. But I just kind of like prepared myself for it. I prepared an answer, but there is no need to talk about it. So I'm just going to thank everyone for being here. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Whether those likes went up or they went down, they still count. They still matter. They give me an impression of what you guys think about the video, and I do appreciate that. I appreciate your time. Let me see. Okay, I'm still reading some new comments. It's okay. All right. So thank you all. I am going to, even if I don't come out the rest of this week, at least I know, and you guys already know, that I am going to come out on the 8th of October, no doubt. Maybe before then, if someone breaks, but I think even if anyone breaks it, we are still going to wait till the 8th. Okay. So that's the final judgment. Okay, so for now, I want to thank you all. I'm going to come live again during the week. Please do not forget that we have a paid show on the 13th of October. That is a master class. It's a class. It's not just a video. It's not a live stream. It's a class on how to edit, for you to come and learn how to edit videos, either for fun or as a content creator, you want to produce professional looking videos. You want to learn the easiest ways and the different applications that you can download on your phone to edit videos. This is the master class for you. On the 13th of October, it's on a Wednesday. We are just going to get into it and teach you guys everything you need to know about editing. And this is also part of what I'm going to be showing you guys. Basic, oh, did I say basic? It should be basic principles of editing, editing rules, step to effective editing, how to let your video stand out, and the editing apps to choose from. And there's still going to be much more than that. So make sure you go on my Facebook page, go to the event, and just sign up, register already for the event. Thank you all again. I am going to catch you guys on my next one very soon. Bye.